It's never been seen before.
We turn our eyes now to the sky with more.
You are looking at some of the deepest views of space ever captured.
Scientists say these images change everything.
It's almost a spiritual experience because you realize that there was a beginning. And in this cosmic slideshow, the best is yet to come.
They're going to release some more later on today. It proves we're not alone.
NASA's James Webb Space Telescope is returning its first color images from the outer reaches of the universe, more than 13 billion light years away.
This is the vast Carina Nebula, 7,600 light years from Earth within our own galaxy, birthing stars and planets. Here, stellar death. A gas cloud envelops a fading star. This image, Stephan's quintet,
Part of the constellation Pegasus, revealing 5 galaxies in a cosmic dance.
It looks distorted and just stunningly beautiful. It looks like someone painted this image.
I was reading too that particular image is the size of a grain of sand if you were holding it at arm's length. That's just 1 pixel out of an entire universe.
What we're seeing here is a composition of a heap of different galaxies. Everything in that image, every single thing bar maybe 4 points of light, is a galaxy.
This one showing a wide angle of just a tiny fraction of the universe. Thousands of galaxies in view, the red ones going back to the dawn of time.
I actually find it a bit too hard to comprehend, to be honest. It's on a scale that you can't, I can't get my head around it.
I really took a sharp intake of breath when I saw this new image.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm a little verklempt, Becky. I am. I really am. I'm a little misty. I didn't expect to be affected this way, but it's really, it's so beautiful and stunning. And I'm more of a right brain guy. When I look at that, I think of the beauty of the creation in which we live is pretty stunning.
I stare at this and I'm just thinking, this is the vast universe of which we are a part of.
Yeah.
This telescope shows stars so distant, they might not even exist by the time their light reaches the telescope.
ageless clarity. Compare the Hubble telescope's photo of thousands of galaxies with the Webb's.
Scientists also say we are only getting to see a mere sliver of the visible universe.
Using galaxies to bend light, allowing astronomers to peer through clouds of gas and dust and effectively back in time.
It's a new window into the history of our universe.
Light years from Earth within our own galaxy, birthing stars and planets. Here, stellar death. A gas cloud envelops a fading star. This image, Stephan's quintet, shows 5 galaxies 290 million light years away. Baby pictures of the universe, majestic and humbling, from a time machine now staggering NASA scientists.
This morning, NASA says something strange is happening with our universe and how quickly it's expanding. Scientists have been studying new data from the Hubble Space Telescope. They say the expansion rate has become much quicker compared to the expectations. Observations also showed other galaxies are moving away from our Milky Way faster, but scientists cannot yet figure out why. So all they're saying for now is that, quote, something weird is happening.
We do want to turn now to the search for answers to the unexplained, a series of unidentified aerial phenomena.
If that thing is real, and I don't know if it's real, but when Michio Kaku comes on my podcast and talks about the physics behind the evidence that we know and how it just defies all of our known understanding of what's possible with propulsion systems, we have to take it serious. That guy Michio Kaku is like super serious. I brought mushrooms on a podcast, brought it up on a podcast once.
Yeah.
It wasn't a podcast, it was a radio show on Opie and Anthony.
Okay.
I said something like, have you ever tried mushrooms? And he's like, I'm trying to make my mind work better. I'm not trying to poison it. Like, it was one of those takes. So he's like, my point is, like, he's not a guy who just believes in ghosts out of nowhere.
Right.
Like, he's a guy who's, like, studying hardcore evidence.
Yeah.
When he starts talking about evidence of propulsion systems that defy our known understanding of physics, when he starts saying shit like that, you go, okay, it's time to take this seriously. Yes! Yes, it's like a super scientist. This isn't me or you. You know, this isn't Eddie Bravo.
Dude, nothing makes me feel more
dumb than his books. Like the kind of math that people like him are doing is so bizarre and so like impossible to wrap your head around, that when people like that say, this could be. Or when he starts talking about methods of like moving through alternate dimensions, or what it would look like if like a fifth dimensional thing like intersected here, it's mind blowing. But
why is it like more comforting to think there's only one? Why? If the universe is infinite, why on earth would it be more comfortable to think of only one infinite universe? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, that one itself is so crazy.
So big.
So the idea that it's so big, it's so crazy, it's so enormous that you can't even comprehend what it means.
Right.
Even if they could just follow, I think, was it Neil deGrasse Tyson? I forget who was explaining this to me, but even they can't see past 13.7 billion years ago.
Right.
They just can't. Like, no matter what they do or what they try, it's kind of, they don't have the ability to, but it could be forever and ever and ever and ever. It could be like no end to this thing. It could be this constant series of compressions and expansions that goes on infinitely forever and ever and ever. But that's somehow or another okay if there's only one of them.
Just one.
If we get visited by something that can get here and just hang out with us and avoid detection and move fast in the speed of light, if that's here right now, like, imagine how hard it would be for people to accept that if that was proved.
It's here, man. That's that AI. That's Lambda.
We think the fact that there are objects floating around in our atmosphere and apparently outside it that are not of human origin, but are that it clearly intelligently controlled, is a huge story. In fact, it's hard to think of a bigger story. And I know it's not about January 6th, but it's important, and it has extraordinary implications for all of us. Scientists have now detected mysterious radio signals coming from space. What does that mean exactly? We don't know. Michio Kaku is... So what do you think this is, or what could it be?
Well, these are called FRBs, fast radio bursts. They are among the biggest explosions of radio energy in the entire universe. The energy in radio frequencies is so great that eventually the entire universe will be aware of this one explosion. And then the question is, what drives these things? Colliding black holes, neutron stars being gobbled up? Well, your guess is as good as mine.